Hi, nobodies. No name is here. Um, just wanted to catch up. I didn't want to make a video yesterday because yesterday was April Fool's Day, and I'm not trying to fool anybody. But I've made a couple talking points today that I'd like to talk about. One of the first things is about Taiwan. In Taiwan, starting April 1st, April Fools. If you That's not a joke. If you are riding a fast train, a slow train, or a bus, you're required to wear a face mask, and I'm pretty sure that's under penalty of law. It says mandatory. Um, on the same topic of that, there is the in one of my other videos, my wife and I we were talking about um, the new face mask regulations that are going to take effect April 9th. Is that April? Yeah, April 9th. April 9th. That actually only applies to Taiwanese citizens. It doesn't matter what your foreign status is, what kind of green card or ARC or APRC or marriage visa, anything that you hold. You're not allowed to mail any masks out of the country. Only the government and Taiwanese citizens are allowed to do that. Yay! That's special. I'm gonna try not to criticize them for that because I love this country. Uh, on other news, and I want to try and find this so I can show you. In China, one big thing that's been happening is that foreigners are not allowed into any places like exercise places, stores, shopping centers. I saw this online and I notified my wife about it. Well, interesting enough, we have a sister that lives in China. I'm not going to go into specific details. I don't want the CCP to give her the coronavirus and she winds up dead. Not saying that will happen, but also not saying that won't happen. So, without specific details, my wife messaged her sister, and her sister was telling her about a time when just recently, how many days ago? When did we talk about that? Just a few days ago, only, right? Just a few days ago, that my wife's sister and her husband were trying to go shopping, and when you go into the building, they're starting to check your national identification card, your ID, and because she was not a Chinese citizen, she was not allowed to go shopping in the. What did she do? Do you know what she did? Did she have to just wait outside or what?
You just wait outside.
Yeah, so she had to wait outside while her husband went shopping, because if you're a foreigner, you're not allowed to go into restaurants. You're not allowed to go shopping. You're not allowed to go into exercise places. And I wanted to show you a couple things about that. So I wanna see if I can find it here real quick, instead of you looking at a rhinoceros. So some of the things that are coming out of China, and thankfully they've been coming out due to people like Lawai 86 and Serpentinza. I watch them sometimes. They're pretty good. Okay, here we go. Some of the things that you're seeing are things like this. We do not accept foreign friends. That means foreigners. I'm happy they said friends, but pretty much they're saying if you're a foreigner, you're not allowed in here. And the temperature thing that you see right here, that's actually pretty smart. But this part right here is not very cool. Let's see here. Notice because of overseas epidemic threshold, foreign friends will not be able to exercise in fitness club provisionally thanks to our understanding and cooperation. Well, thanks for your understanding and cooperation. So basically, if you're a foreigner in China, you're not allowed to go in any building that's a business. And something like that's happened here recently. Here's another picture of that. Something like that has happened here recently in Taiwan, but not to such the extent. Um, I'll see if I can find it. I'm not 100% sure. I know exactly. I'm ADHD. I have no idea where a lot of this stuff is. I try to record everything. Let me see here. Oh, no. I've been doing some things for work too, so I have to find out where everything is. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna find that. But in Taiwan, there was a bar, and the bar had put basically the same kind of message on it. If you're a foreigner, they want to check your passport and your travel records, and things like that. And basically, if they don't feel satisfied, or if you don't have your passport on you, you're not allowed in there, and they'll check it. I don't know under why, but a lot of people protested that. They got 100 plus complaints on online. They had you know how they have like 0 to 1 or to 5 stars. They got a lot of 0 stars on it, and then after that they recanted and they said they apologized and stuff like that. That's the only one that I know that's true. Beyond that, I've heard of other ones, other businesses and other things in Taiwan that have been doing something like that. I hope not. That would be, well, pretty racist. I hope that's not happening. But I do know at least of one instance that it did happen for a certain amount of time, and then they recanted and they said sorry. So that's at least good. Taiwan is much, much better than China in every way possible. Another thing I wanted to talk about was I think that even though that nobody is going to watch this video, if you actually do watch the video, I'm going to suggest you also look up a video by Lawai86. That's LAILAIWHY 86. And the video is titled, "I Found the Source of the Coronavirus." And this is very interesting because I watch a lot of Lawai 86's videos, and also Serpenstenza and a few other people that have lived in China, and I've lived in China, and I can't read Chinese. However, Lawai 86 can, and he's done a little bit of research, public information only, and he's traced down basically perfectly, as far as I can tell, that the source came from the lab in Wuhan. I have some information on that. I'll try and see if I can find some of the information that he provided. Let me see if I can find that here. Some of the things, and I can't read this. This has to do with the distance. My love, can you read can you tell how far distance that is? Or no? It's pretty close. I mean, that's a pretty small map. It's really close.
Yeah, very close.
And one of them is the Wuhan virus lab, the level 4 Wuhan virus lab, and the other one is the wet market, or the morning market, like we usually call it, where they sold like bats and snakes and shit. Thank God we don't do that here. Let's see what else. Yeah, that's true. It is the Xi virus. That's not fuck you to China. That's specifically fuck you to Xi. Okay, here we go. Here's some information. This is some of the information that he's provided here. And you might want to pause the screen. This is all from Lawai86. This is all public information. And if you can read, oh, you'll see things like this in his video. I've captured the pages, not just the links, but the entire pages that he referenced. And if you can read Chinese, then you can gain more evidence here. But you would definitely want to look at the video because he tells you how the information makes sense. Huan, how would you say that, baby? Do you know? Huang Yangling? Yanling? Huan Yanling. Huan Yanling is I'm not gonna say it's true, but that's probably patient zero. That's the what does that say right there, baby? Right here.
That's her name.
Well, that's not her whole name. That's her name, probably, right?
Yeah.
That's her name, and then what's the rest?
And
What's this? That's female.
yeah, female.
What's
I don't
that?
know that word.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Now the reason my wife, who is Taiwanese, cannot read that word is because this is simplified Chinese, and that was because when Chairman Mao, what's that? Not the Green Party, the other party with the fucking bald-headed guy. KMT. When Chairman Mao defeated the KMT and kicked them out of China and they fled to Taiwan, Mao basically destroyed religion in China and changed the language quite literally. They devised a simplified version of Chinese. And so this is a simplified Chinese, and in Taiwan they still use the old traditional version of Chinese writing. So quite literally, Taiwan is the true China, if you want to put it that way. Anyways, this is some of the stuff that he researched. And you might want to pause the screen, or I'll go back. And then if you pause the screen, you can read. And if you can read Chinese, even better. Here, let me try and get you a better view of that. But the best thing to do, if you're smart, just go to Lao Y86's video. I found the source of the coronavirus. That's the title. And he's done quite a bit of research into the origin of where it came from. This one right here is talking about that's bear bile, bear stomach bile.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, because of Chinese. Because of simplified Chinese. This is treatment they've been in China. It's easy. You can just search it on YouTube. They're trying to say, oh, there he is, right there. There's Lao Y86. They're trying to say, oh, bear bile can cure the coronavirus and whatever. Here's the thing. I'm not even going to go there. Never mind. He looks really crazy in that picture. I freeze framed it at the wrong moment. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Okay, let's continue more. Okay, this one is cool. This is talking about, let me go here. Let's check my notes. YouTube censorship. The other day, if I even clicked on a link, I would get this pop-up that came up. It says, I'm not a robot. Security check right here. Let me see if I have other pictures of it. No? Do I? I should. Nope. Okay. I kept on getting this picture. Everything that I clicked, especially if it had to do with the virus, but if I clicked other links, it didn't impact it so much. I am definitely not a robot. At least I don't think I'm a robot. I tried to make a video then, but I was pretty depressed and pretty drunk, so that didn't work out. Let's see if I can make this bigger. There we go. All right, let's go back to looking at rhinos. The thing with YouTube is that's the I'm not a robot. Another thing is I posted a couple ads anywhere between a month and a half, and about 2 months ago about how the coronavirus may have originated in the Wuhan Chinese viral lab, the level 4 Chinese viral lab that they have there. And if I did that on I have a news page, then Facebook would automatically censor that, and they say it's fake news. And the reason they said it's fake news is because they said that the virus was not manufactured in a lab. That was never my claim. I never said that China manufactured the virus. However, you could capture a virus and study it in a lab without manufacturing it, without genetically manipulating it. And that was what I was suggesting, that this, the lab is very close to that wet market. And not that it was genetically modified or made in a lab, but that it could have escaped from the lab where it was being studied. And as of now, at that time, I was about 99.5% sure that it had done that. Hadn't I told you that, baby? Even more than a month ago. I told you 99. I said, let's watch the future. I said, I can't tell you for a fact, but I said, I'm 99.5% positive that the virus ended up escaping from that lab. Well, it's funny, yeah. And it's funny how the more time goes on, the more and more proof that we have from that. And which is another reason to watch La Y86's video. Wow. Even though nobody's going to watch this, if somebody ever does watch this, that's going to be a good advertisement for him. But, what's the other thing? Oh, I just got something today, and it was on my phone. I don't know if I can find it because I tried to, no, probably not, but I can look. Let me see if I have it here. It's phone screenshots. See, it should be around here. Oh, right here. I do have it. All right. So I got this today. This is learn all about grammar and profanity policy, which is really weird. People cuss all the time on Facebook, post things with cuss words in it. But anyways, learn about our grammar and profanity policy. Ads can't include profanity or bad grammar, which I've never posted an ad, by the way. I've only shared things, and I might have commented on it, which if anybody knows about Facebook, you would know that you can, when you share something, you can add your own text to it. That's not an ad, that's a share. So I have no idea why I have this thing that came up, but it said correct grammar and punctuation. Sorry, in the text you use. I'm reading this on my phone, not on the computer. Punctuation in the text you used for your ad. Yay! Profane language, including profanity, that is partially obscured by asterisks or symbols. That's not true. I went and looked at it. The only thing I had said was shit. Misused capitalization, like using all capital letters in your ad's text. I didn't do that. And I don't know why there's an X there. And then whatever, I don't even know what this is. I don't even sell t-shirts, so fuck you, Facebook. Get the best fucking t-shirts here. Nope, that wasn't me. And why don't you click me? I don't give a fuck if you click me or not. I don't have anybody follows me, so how the hell am I going to ask you to click me? Anyways, let's see. I think let's go back here. Oh, that's just some screenshots of some shit. I thought I had the... Oh, it's here. This is what had happened. This is what they're referring to when I clicked it. And it's Taiwan says you're welcome. Bet you are grateful now, and you better remember this. And I had shit. Remember the shit. And I erased it because they said, oh, you should correct this shit because of that last post. When everybody is safe again. Hashtag Taiwan is not China. So I don't see where that breaks any of the rules. And once again, fuck you, Marxist Zuckerberg. You can go suck a fat cock. Okay, so beyond that, let's see what my next talking point is here. Talking about the numbers, USA right now, as of, looks like April 2nd, 216,375 infected cases. Now, mind you, that's not infected people, that's tested. If you try to look up Greenland has been testing everybody, and they found out that about 50% of the people they find out that are infected are asymptomatic. Asymptomatic means that they show absolutely zero symptoms. So like no fever, no cough, no running, no nothing, not anything. So if you have 216,375 cases, What you need to worry about is staying inside your house and trying not to meet anybody who's asymptomatic. And let me put this in an easy way to understand it. Asymptomatic means there's no indication, there's no way of knowing that they were infected, but yet they can still spread the virus to you. In the last 24 hours, America has had 26,649 new cases, tested, of course, and a total of 13,155 deaths, with 1,044 of those being in the last 24 hours. Taiwan has had 339 total tested infected, which means there could and there definitely are people walking around infected that we don't know about yet. Same thing with every country. In the last 24 hours, we've had 10 cases. Now that's pretty solid. That's going up every day. Usually it goes between 8 to 16 a day these days. And total 5 deaths. Now, just because that's how many are tested, and oh, you definitely have the coronavirus, does not mean that's how many people have the coronavirus in your country. I should call it the CCP virus, the Chinese Communist Party virus, as they knew about it, especially if you paused it and you can read Chinese, and you watched La Y86's video. This is definitely due to negligence. The entire world is in lockdown because of China. If China doesn't do it, if the Chinese citizens don't do it, then I hope the world does it. Chairman Xi needs to be taken out of power, and so does the Chinese Communist Party. China can be much better than it is now. And if you don't believe me, look at Taiwan. Most people in Taiwan are Chinese from heritage, from descent. And Taiwan has a beautiful, beautiful democratic country with a wonderful president, Tsai Ing-wen. And they're doing the best that they can do when everybody else, they can't even leave their house. My sister said tomorrow America is going into a mandatory lockdown into your house, a mandatory isolation. But yet I'm still able to go to work and ride taxis and ride buses and go about freely along my way. I think it's one of 5 countries in the entire world that can do that. And China could have been like that. China still can be like that, and I have a lot of hope that one day it will be. But right now it's not, and something needs to be done about that. And I can't do anything about it. All I can do is talk to you guys about it, which is nobody. But don't worry, no name is saying that. All right, let's look at another one. We talked about Hua Yangling, and what's that? The bear bile treatment. We talked about that. We talked about YouTube censorship. Oh, Taiwan is donating 10 million face masks to Europe and also to America. I mean, not 10 million total, not 10 million to each country. And before all this happened, Taiwan made face masks, but they were nowhere near anything big in the world. Now Taiwan has become the second largest manufacturer of face masks in the entire world. And trustworthy too, because I think it's China who's the number one, right, on making face masks. Yet you see country after country after country sending their face masks back to China because of poor quality. I guarantee you, with every ounce of my body and every ounce of my breath, that not a single face mask will ever be sent back from any country to Taiwan. China has, everybody knows this. If it's made in China, what is it? Is it going to last? How long is it going to last? How good quality is it? You don't find those same kind of things in Taiwan. And that's the same thing with the morning markets. In the morning markets here, you find real food. You're not buying exotic animals to butcher and eat. You're buying chicken and pork and beef and vegetables that are common. You're not buying crazy shit. So China got really pissed off about that. They're trying to say, "Oh, Taiwan's trying to use this as this virus as to promote their country and shit like that." Well, what are you doing, China? You're doing a shitty job, and on top of that, you're trying to boast, "Oh, we're helping everybody. Oh, we're beating the virus." Just take your propaganda and shove it up your fucking ass, President Xi, Chairman Xi. You piece of shit. I think I got one more note here. Oh, that was about my post. It says about the profane language in the all caps, which I didn't have. And my post was China says you're welcome. Bet you are grateful now. And you better remember this when everybody is safe again. Hashtag Taiwan is not China. And if you have any type of education, any type of brain at all, you know that Taiwan is not part of China. This is a beautiful, wonderful country, wonderful government. For the most part, everything has its flaws. I'm not going to go into all that now. Maybe in a future video or something I might do that if I maintain this channel. Right now the channel will be maintained. First, because I have family in America that watches this and it might be beneficial to them. And second, because I don't know the future. I'm doing this right now primarily because I want to help people to understand what's going on. And if I can even do a little bit of help, then that's good enough for me. Always leave the place that you're in better off than you came. So I'm going to say goodbye now. And my beautiful wife has been sitting here very, very quiet for some reason. She's so adorable. And so goddamn pregnant. Wow. I like it. And I hope you wish us the best of luck. And I wish you the best of luck. Every country. Do the best you can. Please try and stay self-isolated. I hear in America a lot people are going, "Oh, that's our constitutional right. They're trying to restrict our freedoms." Listen, if you want to die, go out. Go talk to people. Shit. Let them spit in your mouth if you want. I don't give a fuck. I don't recommend it. I do not recommend it at all. Even when I go out, when my wife goes out, we always wear face masks. And I know that's counterproductive to American society. I've never seen anybody other than a doctor in America wear face masks. If you look at the countries that wear face masks and how their infection rates are compared to countries that don't wear face masks and their infection rates, simple Google search, you will see that you should probably shut the fuck up and put a face mask on your face when you go outside. Pride, country pride, self-pride ain't got nothing to do with it. Safety has to do with everything. And with that said, I'm going to log off here, and I wish you guys good luck, and I love you all, everybody in the world who's not watching this. And peace out, motherfuckers.